And subscribers, welcome back to the channel. You don't know, it's a boy SAE. Bless upon yourself, and thank you all for being here. So my people, we have three topics we really want to pass to you guys this evening as regards to West Indies cricket or cricket overall in general, where we are seeing that the West Indies women's T20 team suffer heavy in England, but early Matthew smashed a unbeaten 100 not out, but it wasn't enough. Jofra Archer, we have news on him as regards to West Indies ODI series. Raheem Cornwall, also happy to be home. We have all of those details, guys, coming up in today's video. But before we fill you in, guys, on all the details, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell. Alright, so we're not gonna waste any more time, guys. We're gonna dive right into the details. Alright, but let's dive in. Matthew's century in vain as Windies women falter against ruthless England. So both the West Indies women and men, guys, really falter in the latest ODI fixture, But Hayley Matthew again etched her name into the history books with a sensational unbeaten century, her third in T20 International and the first ever by a West Indian woman against England. But her brilliance proved in vain, guys, as they slumped to a 8-wicket defeat in the opening T20 in Canterbury today. On a sunny kissing evening at the Sir Lawrence ground, Matthew, as is often the case, was a lone beacon of resistance in the West Indies lineup as she produced a dazzling 100 not out of just 67 deliveries, laced with 16 crisp fours and a solitary 6. It was a captain's knock, brimming with timing, touch and temperament, but the lack of meaningful support from the rest of the batting cast left West Indies with a modest 146 for 7 from their 20 overs, my people. England, in contrast, made light work of the chase as they reached the target at 150 for 2 with 21 balls to spare. Sophia Duckley was imperious with a stroke-filled 81 not out, while Heather Knight added a brisk unbeaten 43. The Peers unbroken 91 stand for the third wicket swept the host to victory at the canter. Guys, I don't really have to read more into this, guys, as regards to this victory, guys, for the England versus West Indies women, guys. I'm going to move on to another cricketing story, guys, where we are seeing that Raheem Cornwall said, no place like home. Cornwall welcomes move to Falcons for CPL 2025. So, Raheem Cornwall says choosing to represent Antigua and Barbuda Falcon in the upcoming Caribbean Premier League CPL was an easy decision, right? He said things were finalized a couple of months ago when my agent called and told me that the Falcons wanted me to trade. I didn't even think about it. I just said, yeah, I want to come home. The Antiguan all-rounder said on the Good Morning Georgia Sports show. Cornwall, who played for the Barbados Royals in last year's tournament, is now set to return to his roots with the newly rebranded Falcons. A veteran of the regional T20 competition, a hard-hitting right-hander previously featured for the now dysfunction, or should I say dysfunct Antigua Hawksbill, and says the timing feels right once again, right? Representing home style. Playing with Barbados and St. Lucia, they made me feel welcome, but getting the opportunity to come back home to represent the Falcons, I think this is the right time to come home to help the franchise, he explained. Cornwall bring valuable CPL experience to the Falcons in 67 appearances. Says he has scored 1,164 runs in 61 innings, including a high score of 102. Known for his power at the top of the order, the Leeward Islands Hurricanes and Liberta Blackhawks player also remains a threat with the ball, boasting a best figure of 5 for 16 against the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots during the 2024 edition. Looking ahead to the season, Cornwall is eager to contribute in whatever role is required by the Falcons coaching staff. Playing with Barbados and St. Lucia, I definitely had a role, so I just want to see what role the coach has for me. If it's similar, then I know what I need to do and try to do it to the best of my ability. I think I'll bring experience in terms of T20 T20 cricket, especially opening the batting to try and give the team a good start and have guys in the middle who can back it up, he said. Meanwhile, CPL 2025 continues to shake up the player landscape. The league recently confirmed that Sheffield Rutherford has joined the Barbados Royals, while Jason Holder will now suit up for the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. This year's Republic Bank CPL will run from August 14 to September 21st, with matches scheduled across 6 host nations: Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Guyana, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and Trinidad and Tobago. Jofra Archer out of ODI series with West Indies due to thumb injury. Replacement name. Some wonderful people. England fast bowler Jofra Archer will miss the upcoming 3-match ODI series against the West Indies because of a right thumb injury. The team said Wednesday. Archer will be reassessed by the England medical team over the next fortnight to determine when he may return to action, it said. Luke Hood has replaced Archer in the squad. The first match of the series is at Edgbaston, people, on May 29th. Since bursting onto the international scene, people, in 2019, Archer has struggled with elbow and back injuries. However, as well as his commitment in Indian Premier League with the Rajasthan Royals, Archer has featured in 9 of England's 11 white ball matches since then. Since the turn of the year, guys, so he's really back, guys, and before that other interview where he said, guys, that if he got back extremely injured, he will retire from certain cricket, right? So that's it as regards to Jofra Archer, guys. No,